It's me, Jessica Weber, and I'm back. Sorry, I've been kind of not doing these videos. No excuses, I've just been down, but I'm back and let's just get into it. I'm going to put all the disclaimers and stuff here. You guys already know the drill. Let's get into it. Okay, so I was kind of a Koreaboo when I first got into K-pop. I would pretend that I was on Weekly Idol or something when it was night. I would mouth random Korean words that I knew and I pretended that I was being interviewed. I also pretty much fetishized Asians, all my crushes were Asian. And I wouldn't really be interested in any other races. I even dated an Asian, but at least I changed because I was way too cringy. Well, first of all, thank God you got out of that phase, but oh my God, just sitting, imagining someone talking to themselves, in their room by themselves, getting interviewed by Hyungdon and whatever the other guy's name is just funny to me. So, yeah, that made me laugh. So, I once had this friend who I met on Instagram, and I found out he lived pretty close, so we met up, and we started talking more, who we'll call Tom for now. Another friend of mine showed me the BTS Fire MV, and I started liking them and listening to their music. After that followed Stray Kids and EXO CLC and some more solo artists, let me just say taste. So I talked to Tom about them and he got really excited, and we would always talk about how we'd want to marry Taehyung from BTS. I always laughed it off because I didn't think he was serious. He started doing makeup after a while and I supported him 100%. I didn't know, however, that he only did that to look Korean. Oh God. We're both Dutch, and I told him that he would never be Korean in a fight, and we stopped talking for about a month. I had him blocked on WhatsApp, but he DM'd me one night asking for forgiveness, and he said he realised his mistake. I told him it's all good, and we picked up talking again. I unblocked him on WhatsApp, and he asked if we could roleplay. I've never tried before, so I was like, why not? We did that for a fair amount of time until he stopped the whole thing to tell me I should use more Korean words because otherwise I wouldn't be cute. I said I didn't want to be cute and he called me to just yell at me and he blocked me on all social media after that. He was a really nice person at first and I do miss him, the old him, at times. You know, all I can say from that is that guy was clearly just insecure and superficial, but let's just talk about how good of a friend you were. You were so forgiving, you just were very patient with him, and he just threw back in your face. So honestly, hats off to you for being a good friend, even though this guy was clearly a dick. So yeah. My first boyfriend dated me only because I'm Korean and happened to share the same name as his bias from a girl group. Oh my God, this infuriates me so much. Men are trash. I'm so sorry he did that to you. And I know loads of men are going to comment, well, men aren't trash. Girl, it is directed at you. I always see this, going off on a tangent here. But when girls say men aren't trash, obviously they don't mean all men aren't trash. They just oh my God. Ugh, never mind. Next story. When I was a freshman and I'm now a junior, I had my hair cut short, like a boy, and I'm a girl. We had choir club where we would sing cover songs and share music interests. I decided to sing an English cover of BTS's DNA with a friend, and I sang the vocal lines. Little did I know there was a Koreaboo in that club. She befriended me and we started talking about BTS, which I didn't mind. Her bias was V, and she then started telling me how I looked like V, and she started calling me V. And by the way, I'm Filipino. I'm bisexual and she was gay. Then that same day, she tried making me her boyfriend and called me Taehyung Oppa. Well, that escalated quickly. No words. I want to apologise if my English is bad. It's not my first language and I have dyslexia, so I mix a lot of words up. Girl, don't even worry about it. Obviously I read your story ahead and your English is perfectly fine, and if it's not your native language, you're just doing amazing. So I know people who it's their native language and you're still speaking it better than them, so don't even worry about it. And to people who submit and they're worried about English and stuff like that, don't worry about it. I can usually fill in blanks, or I can usually tell people from what people are trying to say if they misspell anything. So just putting that out there, don't be worried, because I'm usually kind of good with this stuff, if that makes sense. I don't want to toot my own home, but yeah, don't worry about English or anything like that, because I can usually tell what you guys are trying to say. So anyways, back to the story. We'll call this Koreaboo Luna for privacy, and because her name kind of means moon in our native tongue. Anyways, Luna is one of my only friends, and we've been friends for over a year. We randomly met on the bus on our way home from school, and we soon found out we both like K-pop. We became really good friends over that. In the beginning, everything was fine. I was really new to the fandom, so she was helping me learn members of different groups, and she was helping me learning NCT. This was way back before Wavy debuted, so there was 18 members. At the time, I didn't think much of it, but she kept pushing Taeyong in my face, saying things like, "Ah, 진짜? Taeyong oppa is so pretty with that hair color," and similar Koreaboo stuff. She hates cute concepts, but loved it when NCT Dream did it, and she said they were amazing. When my alt group, Stray Kids, had Get Cool, she would say, "Jinja, how can you like that stuff? Jinja, he looks like a beep with that on," and pointing to Jongin, the maknae. When I pointed this out to her, she said, "But Dream is the only group that has good cute songs." Oh my god, this girl annoys me. She reads fanfics and always send me messages like, "Omo, have you read this fanfic? It's so good. Taeyong oppa really loves me." And she would say she was fluent in Korean, but she didn't even know how to read Hangul. She would even throw in a Korean word here and there, but it didn't make sense because she didn't know what the word actually meant. I've been taking Korean classes for the past year, but she told me my Korean sucks. But I get really good grades, both speaking and writing wise. I don't really want to cut her off because she is one of my only friends, but she hates on many groups I like, and she says all girl groups are overrated and the girls are hella ugly. I've been dealing with this the past year, but I don't know if I'm gonna snap soon and be angry and lose the only friend I have. I don't really know what to do. So honestly, from my point of view, like, I say this in every video, but the first thing to do is just communicate with her, like, and for me, I always find if you don't come off like abrasive or confrontational, like, most like stuff gets sorted out and you can talk it out. Obviously you do need to like stand your ground and not be like a pushover, if that makes sense, but like communication is key, and if you don't like something, then you shouldn't let it sit with you because it's just going to affect you mentally and it's going to make you more sad or miserable. So I really do think communication is key, because even like letting it out and saying all this stuff can make it feel good. And honestly, like, if you lose her as a friend, then it is like a shame if you like lose the only friend you have. But I just think, or I don't want to assume, but you seem kind of like not too old just yet. Like, I feel like you will make friends like later on in life, and it kind of seems like you may still be in high school. So I feel like, you know, high school doesn't last forever. You always find friends outside of high school, and there's always fandoms and stuff that you can go to. Like, lots of my friends are online friends. Maybe that sounds sad, but like online friends are just as great as real life friends, and my online friends help me so much. Like, I consider all of them my besties. So yeah, like, just remember that like whatever you're going through right now isn't permanent, and I really do hope that like things work out or you just get new friends. And I think people in the comments should leave better advice than me, because I think I've just said really bad advice. So yeah, I think you guys in the comments should help out too. When I was younger, I lived in Dusseldorf, I'm so sorry. I'm going to say Dusseldorf. And Yang Yang from Wavy also lived there at the time, and somehow found out that my brother went to school with him for a year before we moved. I told one of my friends about this because I thought it was a funny coincidence, and she was like, "Oh my god, did you know Yang Yang personally?" And I told her that my brother wasn't even in the same class as him, and he just knew him from photos and stuff. Then she said, "I knew it! Oppa would never be friends with your brother because he isn't cool enough." And then I asked her why she is calling him Oppa when he isn't even Korean. And I also told her that that was rude because my brother is a nice human being. She then went on to tell me that all I said was a lie and that she knows NCT and Mark is one of her closest friends. Mark, I'm sorry. So yeah, this actually reminds me of something that kind of happened to me. But yeah, I used to be in like this K-pop group chat, which I still kind of have, but the person who I'm like going to talk about is not in it anymore. But we had this K-pop group chat, and there was this one guy in it who I'll just say was called Chan, and he was actually Korean, and he was living in Korea, and he told us that he went to the same high school as Suho from EXO, but since they're different ages, obviously they didn't know each other, and he just said they went to the same school and he thought it was interesting. But there was like this one like Koreaboo girl, and she was like, "No you didn't, why are you lying?" And this like guy who was like genuinely Korean, he was like, "Why would I lie? I'm not even an EXO stan." And like, I don't know, that just reminded me of that. It's kind of funny. I'm still friends with him, you know. He's a really nice guy. But I actually got reminded of something the other day by my cousin B-Log, and Filipinos are going to be like, "Why are you calling your cousin B-Log?" But I actually got reminded of this, what I think is a Koreaboo experience. Basically, I went to a mall called SM, which is basically just a huge chain of malls in the Philippines. And these two girls came up to me and they were like, "Hi, can we have a picture with you?" And I was so confused because like, it didn't seem like they knew my YouTube channel, and because it just didn't. And like, they took a picture of me and I was like, yeah, whatever. But then they started like bowing at me and like saying like, "감사합니다." And I was like, huh? So they just left, but they kept on bowing to me and saying thank you for taking the picture of me, and they were going "Kamsahamnida," and they bowed and then they left. And this interaction was literally like 2 minutes long, and I was so confused, like, why did they want to take a picture with me? And then I was thinking, I looked down at my t-shirt and then I realized I was wearing this t-shirt by Baekhyun, his brand, Prive, I don't know how to pronounce it, but yeah, I was thinking that maybe they took a picture with me because of my Baekhyun t-shirt. Is this a Koreaboo experience? Like, I don't know. Like, the thing that weirded me out was that they were bowing. But yeah, like, I completely forgot this happened until my friend, like, B-Log, like, brought it up because we were just, like, talking about, like, going to SM and stuff. And she was like, oh my god, what if those girls bow at you again? I was like, oh my god. But yeah, do you guys think this is a Koreaboo experience? Because it just felt really weird and I never thought about it as a Koreaboo experience until, like, I started filming these videos. So yeah, that is all from me. I don't know if you guys cared about those two, like, little experiences I had, but I just thought they were funny, and you guys like cringing at Koreaboos, so do I. I thought I might as well just say them, just to get them out there, just because I thought you guys may laugh at it, I don't know. But for real, thank you guys for supporting this series. Let me know if you want to see more. I have open submissions down in the description below, so be sure to check the submission rules again. I don't want you guys to be breaking them. And that is all I'm going to say. Thank you for watching this. I always say this at the end of the video, but please subscribe because it motivates me to get more videos out, because I like seeing growth on my channel. Who doesn't, you know? And yeah, follow me on all this stuff if you want updates. You know, you guys know all the jazz. And remember to stand on and watch for my